baby. Tamia Lee Talks, baby.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Tamia Lee Talks podcast. I am here with DJ. All right, well, Demetrius Johnson. Let me be formal.
Either or.
So, okay, so Demetrius Johnson, or I'm gonna call you DJ because that's what I
Yeah,
know
go
you
ahead.
as.
Yeah.
Okay, so DJ, introduce to my podcast who you are.
So my name is DJ, but my full name is Demetrius Johnson. I'm from Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Graduated from Piscataway High. I'm a junior at University of Chicago, where I'm a varsity football player, econ major, and trailblazer. Man, I just try to make my impact on campus.
All right, so DJ, I'm glad that you introduced yourself to my podcast, but it's been a long time since I've seen you, talked to you. So, how you been?
Real rap, man. I've been this online learning is tough. I'm staring at a screen for like 4 to 6 hours a day, so that's the killer. So I'm just focused on trying to like keep my mental health right. Trying to find hobbies I enjoy outside of school and stuff.
I mean, you moved all the way to Chicago. Like that's far.
Yeah, I did.
What was
Yeah,
it like?
but
Like,
it's not.
sorry,
Go
I didn't mean
ahead.
to cut you off. What was it like moving to Chicago? Like, what was the decision to go to that school?
Yeah, so I wanted to play college football, and I was trying to get recruited by the Ivies and stuff.
Hmm.
Didn't get any offers from there. I did apply to like some HBCUs. I got into them, Howard. I got into Georgetown, but at the end of the day, like I grew up on the East Coast all my life. New Jersey is a great place to get raised in, but it's not a place to stay in. So I figured like, all right, let
Hmm.
me go explore somewhere else in America. And so I got the offer from the University of Chicago to play football, full ride. I was like, oh, say less. So I committed there. And Chicago's a beautiful city. Like it's like New York Junior in a sense. So
Okay,
couldn't go
and
wrong with that.
you're a junior, right? I mean, this is for my podcast. You're a
Yeah,
junior.
I'm a junior.
Okay,
No, yeah,
and you go to the University of Chicago. So that is a PWI.
definitely a PWI.
Okay. And PWI, for those who don't know what that is predominantly white institution. How is that coming on campus as a young black male? And when did you start? 2018?
I start 2018, so fall, so August of 2018, I came in for camp, football camp, and then we didn't start school till September. Coming in, I just I it was a culture shock. Like I felt homesick at first. I felt like
Yeah.
I didn't really belong. I ain't see no black people. I'm like, I go to school in Chicago, but this school doesn't have black people. Where are y'all at? And so I just struggled
Yeah.
trying to reach out and find people that look like me. I was always around the football team, which is cool. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to see people that look like me too. So I was just real homesick. The winters are dark, cold, windy in Chicago. So I had like seasonal depression. I never had that in high school before. It was but with Chicago it was like just cold, dark. So I was going through that. But
Mhm.
I figured out I found my way. I eventually I pledged Alpha, found some black people, met people
How's it
around the
going?
Chicagoland area. You feel me? And
I
so
mean,
yeah,
what
and then
DJ, why do you make it seem like you were like using Dora's map to like look for these black people on the campus? It's like really like no, is the campus dry?
the campus, no, it's not like a dry campus. Like, well, there's parties and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the school is there's only I give it 300 black people out of 6,000 students, right? So there's only so many. 300, yep,
Y'all
300.
can fit in the auditorium? Like that space?
Yeah, with some space left.
Oh my god. So okay, so walk me through it. You go to the school, you're an intelligent young black male. And that's why, let me give a little background for why I got you on my show.
Of
I
course.
wanted to have you on my show because, for one, I hang with people that's doing things. So when I heard that you started your own organization, you moved across the freaking United
Country.
States to Chicago, and then you're playing on a varsity team as an athlete and doing your thing. So I wanted to have you on my show to like shine a light on you. So what was it like coming on campus as a black male, doing what you have to
Mhm.
do, and the schoolwork and being an athlete at the same time?
Yeah. Oh well, it's never easy. I'm not gonna come on the show and be like, I do this and I got a smile on my face and everything's
Mm-hmm.
easy. It's definitely not easy, and that's just hard work in general. That's why it's called hard work for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly it's just time management, um, building relationships with professors, staff. Like I said, creating my own organization, the Black Letter Winning Athletes Coalition. That was big for me, big for the campus. And at the end of the day, when I do these things, I don't do them because it's work. I do them because I enjoy these things. And when you enjoy things, it makes it much easier to, be active on campus. So, just that.
So what is the Black letter winning athletes coalition, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what was that? How did you get it started, and what does it mean on the campus?
Yeah. So this past summer, June 2020, after the racial injustices with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, rest in peace to all the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful souls. I was looking for my university's athletic department to make a statement on how they felt, were they in unity with their black students, just saying something as regards to the past events. And so
Mm-hmm.
I asked, I didn't really get an answer, I kept pushing for it, nothing happened. And so rather than it just me coming to the university, I figured why not gather all the black student athletes on campus. So it was about 40 of us. So I got that organization together and we put out like a list of demands, an open letter to the university saying like, y'all got to address this. Like you have black athletes at the school, why aren't y'all saying anything? And so from there, I formed the Black Letter Winning Athletes Coalition, which is Black for short. And basically, we're just, on campus for supporting the needs of Black student athletes, making sure we're seen on campus, even though we're the minority.
Mm-hmm. So when you got the group of young men together, was the response to wanting to start this organization from your school, was it immediately given attention, or did you have to work and push a little harder for somebody to hear you guys and see what you are trying to
Mhm.
say?
Well, I think the university was like, well, for one thing, it was during the summer, right? And so the university, like a lot of the staff were like, they were on break and stuff. So that was kind of one of the major difficulties. But I think the university was like open with it and willing to help me and support me with it, which I was happy about it because that's like half the battle,
Yeah.
just having a university on board. And so they told me what I needed to do in order to make this official, like an official organization. So I had to create a board, an executive board. I had to find some black coaches that would serve as like advisors for our organization. So I it's a shame that the school didn't put out a statement beforehand, but once I pressed them on it, they were really open to like helping me out.
Now, amongst the during the summer when we were going through this whole, to me it felt like a wave of like every time we looked at social media there was something, not even social media, the news, there was
Yeah,
like some young black person, whether they were female or male, just being done wrong. Like the injustice was just blatant there. So,
right.
what was it like dealing with it as a young male? I know you talked about, which I'm very happy you admitted to the fact, not admitted, but you stated that you went through some things mentally moving across
Hmm.
the United States to another town. So, what was it like dealing with as a young black male with the tragedy and the trauma that we were subjected to?
Yeah, of course I felt like it was draining. Every time I'd open up my phone, it'd be like this person was killed, or this city's rioting, and it was just like draining. And I would see people from my school that I follow be silent and like not really supportive, or it kind of just exposed at that time this past summer. Like I call it like a social media cleanse, because like it really just exposed who cared about, like, not even at this point, it's not even about racists caring about other human beings. Like people getting killed, like especially black people are getting killed, and it's not even about politics, it's about like what's morally right and what's wrong. And I had to like support me, uh we're kind of silent, and so I kind of lost. It was refreshing, but it was also sad at the sense that I used to call these people friends, but uh they just, I had to drop them.
Yeah. And I can admit the same thing. I was looking for people to, I don't want to say I was looking for them to like choose a side, but it's like the stuff that was happening in the world was just wrong. It was
Yeah,
blatant evidence and facts that like this stuff didn't need to happen. Like Breonna Taylor sleeping in bed being killed.
right, right.
George Floyd with a knee on his neck. Like that, it was
Yeah.
just like, why can't you see what we see? And I feel as though when I noticed or I heard that you started the organization, I wanted to talk to you more about what is that conversation like in the group of young black males. And it's all black
Mhm.
males, right?
Oh no, this is like all athletes, so it's like men and women's sports.
Okay. So what is that conversation like when you guys do you guys get together like for organization meetings and stuff like that?
Yeah, we get together once a month with the athletic director, and we talk about. So the fall semester was mostly just getting together, like setting the foundation, making a constitution, so that it wouldn't be just a phase that we did over the summer and then it dies off. I wanted this to last for, once I'm long gone and graduated, I want this organization to still be in place. So it's basically just internal operations, just getting that together. But
Mm-hmm.
for this semester, I do plan on having like a career night with Black professionals who were former student athletes, bringing in like doctors, people in finance, law,
Mm-hmm.
etc. I'm supposed to be collaborating with another school,
Mm-hmm.
the Washington University in St. Louis, for Black History Month. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we're trying to do something with like Black student athletes for Black History Month.
Mm-hmm. So the conversation to me when I think about just people or athletes getting together and
Mm-hmm.
what did you ever experience racism like as an athlete or at the school at all that was just like okay this is blatant racism like I feel some type of way.
I can't think of. I probably have experienced racism, but I could tell you for sure I experienced microaggressions for sure. Who it's a couple. So I like touching the hair a lot when I had waves. They would like touch my hair, try to put on my do rag,
Don't touch
uh,
my hair.
throw up.
Like
Hey, they.
don't
I,
touch
I
my
could
hair.
have I could have tweaked. I could have snapped on them, but you know me, I'm a very
You're
down
not
to
a
earth
very
guy. But
aggressive
also,
person.
yeah. And then also they would like, so when I crossed, like when I finished pledging alpha,
Yeah.
like sometimes I'll wear my paraphernalia, and like they'll throw out my hand signs sometimes. And I'm like, yo, like please,
What?
like respectfully don't like. I tried to educate, I can't be mad because some white people never even heard of Black Greek letter organizations. And so I tried to educate them,
Yeah.
and I haven't got any mocking since I said anything. So, it's been calm since.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about me, not to brag, but like I'm very well respected on campus. So like, people
Say
aren't
not the
gonna like
brag.
try to get on my bad side. Not to brag though, not to brag.
Ah, no, it's okay. And I just want to say my show is if I'm bringing you on, you got room to brag. So if you whatever
Uh,
you want to say, whatever you want to say what you got to say because this is a space for people who are inspirational to me. So
okay.
if you want to say that I started this black organization, it's going to be here until the school goes down in its grave. Like say what you got to say.
All right, I got you.
I mean, but I think for me, I think it's important what you're doing because not in a way, you are educating people about being black. And for some
Yeah.
people, especially for me, my show is about black excellence. I wanted to talk about being a black person. For me, I'm a black female, and I feel like I possess black excellence. So, what does it mean to you to be in that leadership role as somebody? Do you think that that was a lot to take on? Do you have any regrets, or do you think you would change the way you started this, or just talk a little bit about being in leadership?
Yeah, I see it as a double-edged sword, right? So I was thrown in several like, I me personally, I knew like after freshman year, I wanted to, change the black experience at the
Mhm.
University of Chicago. Cool. But with that, like I was involved from like my freshman year, like I was on board positions, in order to make change, I had to be on like these executive board positions. So I was on the board of the Organization of Black Students. I was like the vice president of my fraternity. I'm like the vice president of like the Greek Council. So like it was a lot of work early on. And I felt like my freshman and sophomore year, those are years where you're supposed to have fun. Like you're not even supposed to like, you're in college, you're supposed to not have a care in
Mhm.
the world. And I felt like most of my freshman and sophomore year was spent on, just work and like not really enjoying myself, not having fun. But I'm realizing like I did all that so people after me can enjoy their collegiate experience. So like I felt like I kind of sacrificed my collegiate experience so black people who are seniors right now, like seniors in high school or freshmen in college, they can have an enjoyable college experience because like
Mhm.
I put in the work for them to change the climate.
Mhm. And I hear you keep talking about your fraternity that you joined. So let the people know what
Yeah.
fraternity you joined.
Man, I am a member of the Theta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, based out of
Okay.
Chicago.
And how proud of you? I'm sure you're very proud.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud. Very proud. I'm actually the only my chapter is citywide, so it's like three schools. And
Mhm.
I'm the only alpha at my school.
You're the only one?
Yeah, I'm the first one in 5 years.
Okay, so I thought you joined at your school. So
I
that's
did,
why
but my school is
okay.
go ahead.
I said so that's why I guess people didn't know, like the people who would just like blatantly like not mock but like disrespect your hand
Mhm.
signs and stuff, like did they
Yeah.
not know about this organization at all?
I mean, how I find out about it and no other black people found out about it, right? But I think that's part of it though. Like just us being not present at U Chicago, like because the other two schools have a higher black population, so of course they're gonna get black people. But I think U Chicago, just being a predominantly white institution,
Mhm.
they're just not gonna know about Black Greek life and what's out there. So my role is to make sure I'm not gonna force anybody to join the alphas, but I want to make sure people have that opportunity and make sure like I let people know, hey, you don't have to join this white fraternity and be an outcast. Like, there's brothers on campus that you could feel comfortable around with
So is
and
that
say that.
yo DJ, okay, I'm trying my best to be as professional as I can, but is that why you joined the fraternity, because you were looking for a brotherhood? Did you feel alone?
Not really, because like I could have. I'm not gonna say I joined to like find friends or anything, because like I mean it did help that there was more black people. Just being around black people, I was looking for that. But at the same time, it was like everywhere. It's so many people. I realized that are alphas growing up. Like I didn't
Mhm.
even know that were alphas. Like the pastor's son from church
Mhm.
was an alpha. Like
Yeah, shout out Uncle
it
Kenneth.
was just like so many facts. It was
Mhm.
just so many like great men who took care of business and like were on top of their stuff. Like they just so happened to be alphas, and I was like, wow, like I gotta do this. I
Mhm.
I feel like I fit those qualities.
Mhm. So, being that you are a young black male doing what you got to do on the campus, I see that you got an award the other day. So, what was that? What did you get an award for?
I did. So not to toot my own horn again, but I was the first undergraduate student. So the award was the Diversity Leadership Award, and that was just like, the award is for like promoting um, diversity and inclusion. Just changing the culture on campus. Making sure students of color are advancing in that space. And so I was the first. Historically, this award was given to faculty, alumni, staff, graduate students, and I was the first undergraduate student
Wow.
to win this award.
No, that's a reason to toot your own horn.
You know me.
So what was the what was the award?
What was the award?
Yeah.
Recognition. It wasn't like I got a
So
plaque or
I'm saying like what was
anything.
the name of the award?
Oh, it was the award was for, it was a part of the Martin Luther King commemoration ceremony, and the award was called the 2021 College Student Diversity Leadership Award.
Okay. So is that the only award that you got, or I'm sure you got other awards on the
You trying
campus?
to set me up to talk about myself?
Yo,
So,
this is the
oh
space
man,
I told you.
yeah. So the awards I got. Let me see. I can tell you right now. It's a list, a long list. So I got the Diversity Leadership Award.
Mhm.
I got I'm a Chicago Urban League. I don't know if you ever heard of the National Urban League, but like I won a scholarship for the Chicago Urban League branch.
Okay.
I'm a two-time Midwestern Conference All Academic for football.
Oh wait,
I got a
PS.
scholarship.
This dude is smart, y'all. Like he do the what is that thing you be doing? The Rubik's Cube. Oh my
Rubik's Cube.
god.
Oh,
Who can do that
oh
in
my
like
gosh.
how long do you do it? In like under a minute?
I do it in like 30 seconds.
This
But
dude is smart. Go ahead, continue with your awards. I'm sorry.
keep going. So I'm working at Morgan Stanley next summer as an investment banking summer analyst, and so I got a scholarship for them. They threw me money. I was like the college brother of the week for the Alphas.
Okay.
I won a couple U Chicago awards. Forbes under 30 scholar my sophomore year, Dean's List, and I'm on a full ride scholarship.
Whew.
That's it.
Dang, DJ. And you said
Yeah.
that's it, like only had like 2 awards. You have a lot of awards. I mean, you gotta feel accomplished. And how do you keep yourself, I guess, balanced? And I guess
Yeah,
humble
well,
as well.
I keep myself grounded in the fact that I realize, at the end of the day, these awards are just, I don't let awards get to my head. I don't let them label me. I don't let them define who I am. I let my work define who I am and my impact on people. The awards are just a plus, like they're just recognition that you did this, cool. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like, how did I impact other people? That's what I try to focus on.
Mhm. And I can honestly say with all those awards and all the recognition that you've gotten, I'm a big person on legacy. What does that mean for you at the end of the day with all these awards that you got? You're leaving a legacy on this campus. And someplace that
Yeah,
you came from New Jersey and you made it your home and adjusted it and now you're leaving a legacy in Chicago. What
yeah.
does that mean for you?
I don't think like I intended to make a legacy. It's just the fact that my personality and my character, when I go places, I just so happen to leave an impact because I'm always networking. I'm always trying to meet new people. I'm always trying to help people, put people on,
Mhm.
things like, because at the end of the day, like I can't eat myself. I got to make sure everybody else eat with me. So it just so
Mhm.
happens that um, I just touch other people, and I love it. It makes my heart warm.
So, what is it? What does your future look like once you leave University of Chicago? What's in your?
Yeah.
I guess I'm a big person on manifestation, so I manifest and I believe in the power of not just manifesting, praying about it, and then doing the work to get it. So, what does 3 to 5 years look like for DJ?
3 to 5 years. Um, so this summer I'll be working at Morgan Stanley, like I said, doing investment banking. And given my performance, if I do good, they'll give me a full-time offer for, to come back full time. So I'll do, the plan is to do 2 years at
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Stanley, do 2 years at another firm in an industry called private equity. It's another like finance, another white man finance thing. And then I hope to get my MBA. I want to go to business school at like, I'm shooting for Harvard, Stanford, or University of Pennsylvania.
Mm.
And so I'm taking the GMAT this year, which is like the business school admissions test. And then hopefully after business school, I could get a job at like something calm. Cause like at the end of the day, like, all right, cool, I'm chasing money while I'm young, but at the end of the day, I want to do something I like. And so I hope to do like business for like finance for Netflix or Disney or
Oh, okay.
Spotify, something
Mm-hmm.
fun, something with like media and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like that.
That's cool. And I mean, you got big dreams. You're shooting for Harvard, which is achievable. If you put the work in, which you're
Yeah.
clearly doing, you can get there. And I feel like I don't know, DJ. I feel like I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I just trying to make everybody proud, man.
I know, I know, I know. So 3 to 5 years, you talked about going into Morgan Stanley. You said.
Morgan Stanley.
Hmm. So, as a black man, what does it mean for you in society today? Do you feel like you're against obstacles or
I
stuff like
think
that?
I think I'm always gonna be against odds, just the fact that
Mm,
I'm black.
yeah.
Nothing's I'm always gonna have to take the harder route and work harder to get things, white people get easier. But at the same time, I do recognize my privilege in a sense, because at the end of the day, I'm black, yes, but I'm a man, right? And so men will always have the advantage over women. And so that's why my mom always tells me like black women have,
Oh.
they're born with two strikes, right? Like they're
Mhm.
women and they're black. And so they're always going to be, I hate to see it, they're always going to be looked down upon from both, from either white women, white
Mhm.
men, and black men
Very
sometimes. And
true.
so, um, yeah, and I hate that it's like that. So I try to focus my efforts on them,
Mhm.
and not like a fake advocate, like black women, like protect black women, like genuinely help black women. Like my wife got to be black. Like I need my family black, black doctors,
Cuz
everything.
black is it. And a black
Yeah,
woman, she's just I mean, all that you said about being black and being a woman in society, I feel as though that's why it's so important for especially young people, especially like myself and you, to be connected and have communication, which I'm going to school for. That's why I like to talk. That's why I'm on my podcast.
period,
But I feel
period,
like it's
period.
important for people to network and basically push each other up because I mean, if we don't do it, who else is? And like you said, we get looked down upon and we have basically two strikes against us and people who are always wanting to put the black woman down. But black women, we are strong and we can do whatever we put our minds to. So for you as a black young male to say that you are rooting for the black woman, that means a lot, especially in a time that I don't mean to take it back to talk about it, but the whole Breonna Taylor thing is
Yeah,
just it was unfortunate. And I feel as though for people to really recognize that not only are black men getting things done to them that is unjustly, but I feel as though black women too, that it's just
100%
unfortunate.
correct. Yep, I totally agree.
Hmm. So I gotta ask, because I ask everybody, do you feel like you honor anybody when well, you kind of answered that. Do you feel like you honor anybody in all of your endeavors and paths and the decisions that you've made thus far?
Man, I feel like I go hard for like my family, my ancestors,
Mm-hmm.
like the people that just put me in here to give me this opportunity to put me in this position, to go to one of the top schools in the country, to, just be here today. That's why I give it up to. That's why I go so hard, because I feel like I'm wasting away the opportunity that's given to me if I don't do my best to try to make an impact while I'm here.
Mhm. Now, DJ, do you plan on going to school anymore? Or are you going to go right into working at that investment banking place?
Oh, so I'm gonna work for 4 years, 4 to 5 years, and then go get my MBA at like 27, 28. So I'll go back for 2 years. Like I'll do my MBA for 2 years, and then that's it. No more school.
Okay, DJ, because I don't know. I like school, but school just, I don't know.
No, I'm the same way. This online school is not it. So hopefully by
Yeah.
the time I get my MBA, it'll be in person.
Now, how did it go for you dealing with that? Like switching
With
from being on campus and now being virtual? Because for me, it was stressful.
yeah, like I said earlier, like I feel like I like interaction too, and like I like seeing faces. I'm
Mm,
very very active, and you know, virtual like that breakout room stuff and Zooms is just it's tiring. It's not the same
mm,
as like in person face to face. And so I have some friends on campus with me right now. I'm in my apartment in Chicago, like right outside of campus, but
mm,
sometimes I'll link up with my friends safely,
mm.
um, at our
Gotta put
apartments or
that in
whatever.
there.
But it's definitely been tough.
Mm. Now, do you feel like your voice has been kind of minimized and things have been kind of harder for you now that we're kind of all virtual, or do you feel like you're still pumping, you're still motivated, still inspired to do what you do?
Yeah, there was a point last semester where I was so burnt out. Like I had no motivation. Not gonna lie, my grades slipped a little bit because it was just like I'm staring at a screen without any in-person interaction. I'm doing this like 3, 4 hours a day. Like I was just
Mm-hmm.
my brain was like fried. And so I think winter break kind of helped me, going back home, seeing my family, just regrouping,
Mm-hmm.
refreshing. And then I just started school on Monday. So like I'm energized and I'm ready to go.
You started already?
Yeah, I started on Monday.
Oh my God. Was that even a month?
Nah, it was like 3 weeks,
Whoa.
3, 4 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my God. So what does life look like when you aren't in the books and doing and oh wait, you went to school for athletics. So how's that going?
Yeah, it's going good. I don't know if you remember, I tore my ACL last year, and so this whole year, like, yeah, I tore my ACL, my MCL, my knee. So this whole year has just been
Mm-hmm.
rehabbing and getting my knee strong again. Thankfully, we didn't have a season
Mm-hmm.
this fall, so I didn't miss any games. So I used that time to rehab more. But like I'm good now. Like I could walk, I could run. I'm doing football exercising and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but outside of like class and like weightlifting, man, I'm either sleep or nothing's open in Chicago. Can't go nowhere. I'll play video games sometimes, but sometimes like I don't know, catch up with old friends. It's not much to do these days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So wait, okay, DJ, I've seen you play football
Yeah.
way back when, way back when, and you always been good. So you don't see like the NFL or anything in your future?
Oh no, no. To me, I play Division 3 football. I'm here just for. I use football as a means to get to college, right? So once I'm in
Mhm.
college, cool, I'll play 4 years, but I'm okay. Like I've accepted the fact that I'm not NFL caliber. Like those dudes are a different breed. Like you look at me, I'm 5'6", I'm little. So if I was in the NFL, I get smacked.
But think about Nate Robinson. I mean, he's short when he played basketball.
Basketball is different. You're not getting ran over and tackled in basketball.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm glad we had this conversation. It was really, really, really fun and super
Yeah, it's
needed
always a
because
pleasure catching up with you.
yeah. So how's your family doing? Your mom, your dad, your sister?
Fam's good, regular. My sister, she started college. She
Oh
goes to school
yeah.
out in Pennsylvania. So
How does she like that?
She likes it. She's doing decent art. So I'm like super proud of her.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, Deej. To wrap it up, give me 3 words. No, I have one more question.
Go ahead.
I have 2 more questions.
Go ahead.
All right. So everybody is using this time to use their voice as a pro-black and stuff like that. Do you feel like you will become an activist? I mean, you kind of already are.
I feel like I don't deserve to call myself an activist because there's some activists that go hard. Like they're out there protesting the system. They're really trying to dismantle the system that we live in. And at the same time, like, me, I'm working in finance. Like, how am I can't be an activist and like,
I mean, you can
work
do
in finance.
both.
I don't know. I feel like I'm selling my soul in a sense.
DJ, you just went from okay, I'm gonna just brag on myself to now I don't know. You can do anything.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess I'm an activist for now. I'm an activist. I plan to stay active. Even when I do hopefully get rich one day, I do plan on donating a couple $1,000s to, hopefully me and my wife in the future. We pick an organization to donate a couple $1,000s to it every year.
Which will be good, which is needed. I mean, you keep talking about wife. You got a wife?
I don't, man. I'm super single right now. So, if you got any fine black queens, put me on. I'm out here.
DJ, always been DJ. Thank you so much for coming on. But wait, my last question was describe DJ Demetrius Johnson in 3 words.
That's tough. I would say reserved. I would say driven, and I would say goofy. But you gotta I'm not gonna be goofy initially, but if you really know me,
You're
I'm goofy.
Goofy as ever.
Yeah.
No, but all of us gotta link back up. Them old days, me, you, Jalen.
Max.
Mess. It was a mess. Long needed,
Max.
but
yeah. Tell your podcast how you never listened in church. You was always chatting it up.
Oh, don't embarrass me on my own podcast. I was listening to the sermon. Whatever. God, it's time for you to go.
Whatever.
Whatever. All right, I gotta get out there to Chicago because I'm jealous that you are all the way out there doing your thing, and I've never been to Chicago, so I may hit you up.
Come on down, it's lit.
All right.
Not right now, but when things open up.
Not right now.
See ya.
The whole pandemic thing.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
All right, DJ. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Of course. See ya.
Tamia Lee Talks, baby.